Hi everyone, welcome back to CricketBatInfo, and today what we're doing is another GM Players Edition, but this one's slightly different, and we're going to take a look at it right now. So firstly, thank you very much to Craig again. He supplied that GM Stokes BS55, and this is actually a Prima, which comes from Kingsgrove, and it says Players Edition. Now, what is actually going on here is this is actually the Aiden Markram shape, but it doesn't have the signature. Now, I've actually done the Aiden Markram before, and I can tell this is pretty much the same shape. You can go and have a look at that video. I'll put a link to it up there. Once again, really nice quality covers that all the player editions are coming with, so it actually has come with that. And before I actually talk about the bat, I'm just going to switch straight over to the iPad. So we have here, I've just got Google Keep up, and I'm going to go straight to Kingsgrove. So GM Prima Players Edition, sold out. Price again was $12.75. Made to the exact specifications of South African cricketer Aiden Markram. Players editions are made from very select timber, so they're limited numbers, handy selected. GM Player Edition bats are made very select timber, so blah, blah, blah. Finest grade 1 willow, 210 to 211, full no concaving, mid, balanced, semi-oval. GM Pro Light, that's the grip. And a rubber toe, again, a standard length blade, 555. There's no signature on it, so I'm just showing you that as I put my finger over that. So, and let's go to GM Australia. And this is a different one. This is just an original. It doesn't talk anything about being the Aiden Markram shape. And you'll notice here it says that it's a 540 length blade, the Prima. So the one in front of me is a 555. It's not that bat. And we'll go to the GM UK website. And there you go, they got one left. Same stickers. We'll have a look through the profiles. Looks nice and full there. And there's the bat there, but their bat has the signature and this one doesn't. Now, what do they actually say with this bat? So swell depth 64, 29 to 211. So they're going slightly lower weights, slightly smaller spine and slightly smaller edge, but still going up to 211. So here we are. This definitely has more grains than the Stokes did. A little bit of spec, nice and pronounced again. Remember, these are prepared in the factory. They're giving them a little bit of a tap on the edges. Craig has put the edge tape on himself. I think this is the one he's going to go out and anger with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grains, which is, yeah, nice quality grade 1. I'll look through it from this side. And I've got 4 X's and a W and no stamp at all on this side. Maybe that's an M for Markram. Maybe the X's and that, like on the other bat, is Craig himself putting markers on there. I'm not sure. This is the, they call it ultralight grip. It's an attempt at doing like what GM are doing with a slightly lighter grip. But it just generally feels like a diamond grip, nice and grippy, more what a player would like rather than all those textures and things like that. Notice how narrow the top hand is. It seems that most of the international players are going for that because they really want to feel their top hand is in control. They don't want to have it too thick so that they really can't get that sort of firm grip on it. GM bats 3 cork. There's an M there. And there's a PD. So I think the other one said okay. So I think that's the people who inspect it. I'm not sure. If you ever get this sort of thing where the grip is like that, just tap it with your open palm and eventually it will go back into shape. It actually feels quite nice. Again, semi-oval at the bottom hand, slightly squared, I would say, but round at the top. Now that's the Aiden Markram profile. I did comment on this last time because I think I roughly reviewed a Stokes and Markram in 2021 or 2020 around the same time, and I did like the Markram more than the Stokes. Sacrilege to say. Probably slightly lower in its shape. There's less duckbill going out here. There's more in that meat, and it seems to be slightly thicker here too. Be interesting to see what the actual weight is of this bat. While I've got it there, let's do some specs. Starting up here at the shoulder, like usual, 14.8, nearly 15, so that's bigger than the Stokes. Up here at the top of the splice, 36.9, the Stokes was about 35. Edge, 41. Down here at the toe, 18.6. Center of the toe, slightly rounded toe, 23. We'll go the spine. Spine is a slightly lower position, I would say. They said 67. 66.5. Holding the bat this way, you can see there a lovely full shape, and we're going to put the gauge over it. It's got a slightly flatter face, and it just makes it through the gauge. It's actually sacrificing a slight bit there. GM used 4.5 rather than a 5mm camber, so they're slightly flatter. Now, because he's put the tape on, it's actually not going to go any further. I can just get it through, but the tape is definitely holding it. Is there any bow? There is actually a slight bow in this. Have a look at that. Can you see it? Yeah. So that's quite nice, isn't it? It's fairly chunky for a bat. So yeah, and that's sold out in Australia at Kingsgrove. And obviously these, I don't think you can get them from anywhere else. So Kingsgrove do have some special bats that they get made for them by manufacturers, and there'll be different things around the retailers. So if you want something like this, just search around your retailers. They may actually have the Aiden Markram with the signature, or you might be able to buy it from England with the pound low, but you're not going to get it at $12.75. The width, so let's measure above the scuff, 107.9, and then on the back here, slightly lower down, 106.8. So it actually does narrow a little bit towards the back just to make that edge looks slightly bigger, I would say. Now the grains on the back do swerve a little bit around in this sort of area here, but it's not bad, is it? So this is basically what? Safety yellow and white with a bit of blue here and blue up there, and you've got that blue and yellow going on in the grip. GM DXM going on there, textured and embossed. Scuff sheet on, obviously he's done the tape, and once again we've got that toe guard. Very nice. So I'll go off camera and I'll tell you what I think it feels like. So this one feels like a 210. It doesn't feel anywhere as light as the Stokes did, but my weights have been way off, so it's probably 3 pounds or something like that. 211. So one ounce off. So the Stokes with that really heavy duck bill going on, weight taken out of the toe, much nicer pickup. But this one, more wood in it, but still nice pickup considering they've got this ultralight grip on it. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice bat. Probably a middle order batsman. I wouldn't say it's something an opener would use. So somebody coming in who's going to power hit, really crunch down on their shots. So yeah, nice and full. I'm sure you all love to see these big full bats. So even without the signature, I have no problems qualifying that as the Aiden Markram profile. Definitely agree, because I've done it before. We shall tap this bat up now and hear what it actually pings like. So starting at the toe, and it's already going in a lower position because there's less wood taken out there. And look at that middle. Mid-low, mid. Yeah, I actually think this is the best of the two bats that he got. So regardless of the signature, this is the nicer bat. So yeah, that's a really nice bat. And it's not to do with grains, it's just purely to do with that profile. It's got everything in it. It's a typical player profile. Now, as I keep saying, don't go chasing player profiles. You will make runs with whatever bat feels right in your hands. Close your eyes, pick up a few bats, swing them around. Whatever feels good will make you runs. Doesn't matter concaving, fullness, all that type of stuff. You know, but if you love collecting bats, hey, go for it. If you really want the Aiden Markram shape or you want a player profile shape, these GM things definitely the shapes that the players are getting, but you're going to pay a premium for it. GM do make a very good bat. They're transparent about what their processes are. You can go onto YouTube. There's tons of videos where they'll take you through the process, or they've taken other people through it and explained all their steps that go into making a bat, from the splitting of the wood to the grading to the drying of the handles and the humidifiers, and keeping everything correct so that it all comes out to be a good product at the end. So I have no problems recommending GM. I think they make good bats. But I do say to you that the pressing on them is definitely harder than what you'll find on a Grey Nichols. But they do ping. So a little bit like Laver. You know, they feel different, but the ball goes when you hit it and middle it. And that's the most important thing. So thank you very much, Craig, for supplying this bat for us to see. I do hope you've enjoyed the review. If you do like what I do, hopefully I've passed that 10,000 subscribers now, and I'll start going on about trying to give that other bat away. I don't know, onwards to 20,000, who knows? But thanks for being with me, and we'll see you on the next review.